Okay. About that. So I went to the field, shoes off. I started to get a little sweaty. Whew. So I'm here sitting on, sitting on this rock, and I'm just gonna set myself up, and then I'm gonna start with the alcohol, I guess. I want you guys to talk to me and stuff. So here's how you do it. It's darkness. Alcohol is darkness, and the darkness must be respected. Okay. So it sits, right? So that's what I showed you. It's unopened. Sit it on the rock. You put your eyes lower, just to show it respect, right? Bow. And there it is. It's a spirit right there. There's a spirit within this container, canister, can. There's one insect flying around me. There you are. Ooh, it's a mosquito. Bugging. Oh. If I sit too long in one spot here, they all just start coming up. That's why I like to be over there in the sun. It's too hot for them. Too hot for the mosquitoes to go out in the field. They need to land frequently. They can't fly for too long, otherwise they'll get tired. So, just going to. Hopefully, hopefully it works still over here, because as soon as I walked out into the field, it stopped working, the stream. Because I do want to be out over there. Looks to be okay. Looks to be okay. So far, so good. Almost. If it would connect. Damn it. Is it on still? Ah. I'll have to continue it when I'm home. Okay, now. Ooh, there's really nice moss right here. Selaginella moss. Let me show you that. Right here. All this is Selaginella moss. It's one of the old life forms. Is the Selaginella moss. So I just want to make sure no ant hills or nothing that could be sitting on. Looks clear. I probably will take my shoes off again. Yeah, why not? Before I begin the experiment. So yeah, it looks okay. Shoes are easy to get off and on. My socks is the thing. So yeah, hoping this live stream stays on. I'm getting into the live stream. I like it. Just wish get some people talk to me. Take socks off. Feels so much better. Socks make me so sweaty. Yeah. Like that. There's a lot of birds in this tree. Okay. So Now let's see, which way is north? I'm trying to decide which way to sit. Whichever way is north. Oh, I got a little green guy on me. A little green insect. You can stay. North is Zacticos. Let's go that way. It's okay, so my left hand, I'm pointing east. So east. Sunset's in the west, yeah. So that's currently to my right. West, and then east is to the left. So that means that south is in front of me where I'm facing. So I should face behind me. Ugh. So I'm currently facing north. My body is currently facing north. Measuring, I know the highway is that way and it goes east. So right now I'm pointing east to with my right hand, and the sun is to the left, which is west. I hear people. Perfect. So I'm just basically relaxing here. I'm experimenting with my blood. That's why I'm gonna add alcohol into my blood to observe the effects. And it's gonna mix in with my Jing energy, which is currently like 7 days. So we'll say 1 week of Jing, and then we have alcohol too. So I'm sitting here, and I know this tree that I'm sitting under is not a holly. Nope. Not sure what tree it is, but it's all right. It's giving us shade. So I'm going to basically prepare the. I can go share this. I'm going to basically prepare the drink here. We're going to see what we can do. Just going to express a little bit towards the spirit. Perfect. Okay, so that's it. It's Foster's, right? It's Foster's, as in like a foster parent. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm bringing in now. Bringing that into my body, this foster spirit. So there's a band called Foster the People. There's foster homes, there's foster parents, foster care, right? Foster, F-A-U-S-T-E-R, foster. Now, Faust, F-A-U-S-T, is a ghost. Faust. Faust is this type of ghost. It's an illusion ghost. Its body is shrouded in this sort of dark cloak, I guess I could say, and that dark cloak allows its physical solid body to pass through objects and walls and things. But if you remove the illusion, basically um, its robes, almost, the Faust, you know, it wears this shadow robe, and that allows it to pass through objects, like walls and stuff. But if you're able to remove it by, you can counter it and not attack the ghost, but, you know, there's a way for people to kind of, like holy water or something on these creatures. But the point is, it's an illusion. So that's what I'm doing here with the Faust, the Foster. It's an illusion, and we're already like so far cut down. So why'd anyone cut themselves down further? There's no point to doing that, cutting yourself down even further. Well, the point for me would be to make myself even weaker, so that it's like I have to hold myself back. Otherwise, I would just go nuts, pretty much. So, I'm basically getting this Jing to react with this spirit. So I'm cultivating the Jing energy, the Jing spirit within me. I'm conserving the prenatal Jing that was given to me at birth. I mean, I've wasted some of that, obviously, everyone has. So this is going to take away from my prenatal Jing a little bit, but in turn, my postnatal Jing from my food and what I eat is going to counter the loss of the prenatal Jing. It's not going to be lost. It's going to be like pulled out from my kidneys, and that's where it mostly is. It's right in your it's like in the sacral and root chakra. It's where, well, that's where I'm at with the Jing currently. After 7 days, it's still in the base and the sacrum, all my Jing, and it's working with the kidney energy, which is prenatal, which is a finite amount given to you at birth. So I'm going to sit in the proper posture. That way there's no pressure on my kidneys, and they're open back there. It's just an experiment. I know I don't need it. I don't need this. Not at all. But I just want to see the effect of it. I want to see what happens. I'm kind of like stuck going on the inner right now. I'm trying to fill up my cup. It's right here. That's where my cup is. And yeah, trying to my cup. Trying to fill the cup. It's right here. Because once you whoa, shit. B. See, that was a reaction right there. I didn't even think. That was my thalamus in my brain. The center lizard brain is the thalamus, the relay station, which gives you a reaction. It brings about fear, right? So I just had a fear of that insect going in my ear. That's how I kind of rationalize it. Um, but at the same time, here comes a butterfly. Um, almost ready to open this. Certainly don't need it. And my body, or the human body, it runs on a negative feedback loop. So we keep on doing the same thing over and over until we start to receive negative results. And then even still, when we do receive the negative results, a lot of times we don't stop. Like with drugs or something, you know it's bad, but you just cannot stop. So I'm trying to kind of press for this negative reaction on the alcohol. I don't want to have like a bad time or whatever, bad trip. But I'm ultimately doing this now so that I can never do it again in the future. You know what I mean? The only reason I'm doing it now is because in my Jing library, I'm missing that. I don't have that. So the whole point of me drinking that today is so that I can never drink anything ever again. Which, you know, that might not happen, but the whole point of the Jing energy cultivated today is to cultivate it for the rest of your life, which in turn means no orgasming. So the orgasm from yesterday, theoretically, the orgasm from yesterday happened so that you could never orgasm again in your life. People are always like, oh, but don't you need sex and don't you need this and that? Sure, you can gain a lot of power from sex, but at the same time, a lot of it is just lost as free energy in the air. You know, when you masturbate or when you orgasm, it just comes right out of your body, like radiation coming out of you. So by not ever orgasming, that never happens, and you keep all of that inside. And so that's why I'm drinking this right now, because it's gonna react with this 1 week of, you know, no FAP that I have. And I just want to see the results of it. Because it's a spirit, 100%. And it's gonna like affect me. It's gonna react to me. We're gonna react to each other, me and the spirit, the foster spirit. Even on the can you can see it's, you know, F the O, right? You gotta, that's what the sun is doing. It's effing the O in the center of the dish. So this is kind of a mirror of that. We're, you know, trying to F the O with our blood and our Jing energy. We're just trying to F the O, fuck the circle. We're trying to bang the O. You know, people have an O face, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, the sun is just effing the O right now. Fucking the oval, F in the O. F in the O, right? Fosters. So based on that symbolism, effing the O, that's kind of what I'm gonna go, you know, I'm gonna put my intentions to drink this on, or on, to have it react to me. It's been 21 minutes. I guess I'm ready now to... Okay, a couple predictions. It's not that I'm gonna lose control. I'm just gonna lose the inhibition. You know, I'm gonna lose this sort of filter capability in my throat chakra. So there's a relay operation mechanism that happens. So I think of something, and then really, really quick, it comes down, and it's sort of like processed. And split second, I'm like, okay, I can say that, or that's a good idea for me to say, or something like that. So that's gonna be lost, part of that. My physical like limit is gonna be skewed. So I might get more active, and I might run around more after I consume this spirit. Once it's fully in my blood and everything, it's probably gonna take away my physical inhibition. So, you know, pick up a stick and swing it around and whatnot. What else? The voice thing. See, after 7 days of Jing, the first thing I notice is my throat chakra opens up, and I have a lot more power behind my voice, and I'm more confident when I speak with the Jing. And the Jing energy is like facilitated by your mind energy. Is that like or two? Let's go like this. There we go. Okay, I guess that's good. So I might forget stuff more too. So yeah, the mind energy facilitates the Jing, and whatever your mind do, the Jing energy, the postnatal Jing energy is going to follow that. So, for example, let's just say somebody eats a steak one night, and a steak is flesh and it's very dense, and then that, or they become really or attracted to their partner or whatever. Jing, the postnatal Jing coming from the food, and it's so dense that it goes straight to your root chakra and your sacral chakra. And that's what happens with this. This water is like a very dense, very thick, very full of this postnatal thickness Jing. Something like, you know, this pear, not pear, I mean peach. Something about this peach is very light. It's a lot of water in it. There's sugars like fructose, which isn't that heavy. Your body has to break the sucrose and then combine these separate molecules to make glucose, which is thicker and okay. Momentary lapse there. What does this button do? What is that, just for the... Kind of looks cool, I guess. Normal. Oh, what's this button do? What's this one? None. Hmm? Oh. Dance party. Okay. That's good with my, Patty. Okay. Probably gonna have to, at some point run home. Charge this thing. Charge this. Oh. It's a weird insect landed on me. So yeah, that's that. I guess I'll just begin the experiment. Experiment starts at 26 minutes. I'm gonna try to stream for a long time. What's the battery anyway? 30? 20. 23% battery. We were at 80 when we started this up. I might have to like down this thing. And I have another one too at home if I desire. Not though. So this is the Foster's F in the O going in. Once again, this spirit is going to react with my Jing. I intend for it to open my awareness, allow me to never do this again, make this time the only time, the last time that there has to be, and it's going to give me strength. Ultimately, it's going to give me strength. I will become one with this dark spirit, and the dark spirit is going to act as a guide to show me, to shine my way. The darkness will shine my way. Like I mentioned in another video, there are sorcerers and there are clerics. The sorcerers have the highest intelligence. The clerics, not so much, but they have the highest faith. One or the other can't be enough, not the black sun. And you can't be with the black sun and not be with the sun. Therefore, hexers are the only true class, meaning intelligence through the roof, but also faith. Faith through the roof. Intelligence without faith is hellbound. Faith without intelligence is blindness, I suppose. Now, when you have the smarts and the faith to keep hope in the darkest of times, well, you've got the hex, you've got the heart. Being hexed only means we have a heart. Or by a heart, like all animals have a heart, but do they have heart, you know? What is heart? The hope to keep going? You know, what is heart? I hear some kind of metal. Could be an animal. The flips. I think it was a dead leaf. Wow, that was weird sounding. It's still there. Must be a squirrel. Okay, so we're at 30 minutes and I've talked for 30 minutes. Why don't I break the seal? It's like I stand on the precipice of the unknown, and I'm apprehensive. I'm eager to see how this will affect me. It won't be forever, and it's only going to make me stronger. Willingly ingesting poison because it's alive. It's a spirit. Just observing the can. It says here, over 125 years ago, during the summer of 1888, so we got 3 8s here, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. And there's a kangaroo on it. Australia's famous beer brand, founded in Australia. Foster's lager. This is lager, it's called. Lager. So lager. So lager means someone who goes slow, someone who's lagging, someone who's going slowly. The spirit, will it lower me? Will it slow me? Or will it speed me up? There's a courtesy in the forest, around here at least. People knock on the trees with a stick or something so that to make your presence known. And that's right, my stomach's a little bit empty. And this is going to subdue my appetite for food. So, I ate 1 peach out of the 2 that I have, and I got some of these. They're soybeans. Like I was saying before, is good for Jing, especially for men. Not all the time, because we know that it has estrogen mimicking properties or molecules. But that's good when you're cultivating Jing in the beginning, or maybe throughout, once in a while. That estrogen mimicking molecules for men, it goes straight into our sacral chakra and our root chakra. And it gives us this feminine energy, sort of a feminine vibration, which is useful. It's quite useful. But as with everything, too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. Now, without further ado, we're going to consume the spirit, and it's going to meld with my Jing, and it's sort of going to stir up my cultivated energy that I have over the past week. So, we'll break the seal. and the Foster's Lager, F in the O, magical, illusory water, illusory liquid. There's a spirit within the liquid. Go. Sort of became the same temperature as the shade here, so that's nice. It's got like a bread flavor. Yeah, it's like bread. Look at all this. Broken. It's okay. It's not appetizing. Sweet taste, good tasting food, that goes to your sacral chakra too. So let's say you're, if you're really fucking horny all the time, it might be because you eat a lot of sweet food or sugary food. Now, I might have said that wrong. Is it the solar chakra? No, it's the sacrum. Eating a lot of sweet food, good taste, your sacral chakra. So if you eat a lot of fruit and stuff, that is going to kind of calm down your sacral chakra. Ugh. Now when you don't sleep, that's another thing that the sacral chakra is so important. For your genitals are literally the driving factor of your day-to-day life. Like when you hear, like, this woman, for example, hypothetically, this woman has daddy issues. That's a problem in the sacral genital energy. A lot of the food, like, I'm sure this is laden with the poisons meant to change your mind. The poisons in food, and I use the term poison lightly. What I mean is the chemicals that you can make anything with chemicals. You can make a chemical that you become blind for an hour. So this is the food. All the food is just sugar, carbs, all this fast energy that tastes good. And that goes all straight to your sacrum. You got 10%. I might have to, probably about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try to finish this thing in 10 minutes. All of the sweet food and everything goes right underneath your belly button, right in that cup, right in your sacral. The sacral cup is shallow, and it rests on the root, the table of the root chakra. The root chakra is like a table, like a flat surface. And then you have the sacral chakra, which is like a little cup. It's like a little cup. If you don't masturbate for a month, the cup is overflowing now. And the liquid or the energy of the sacrum is sliding on the table, making the roots nice. And it's also being raised up. The more your sacral cup overflows, it's going to start filling your solar, and the urge to fight is going to pretty much go away. It's going to right here into your center after maybe 60 days of Jing. It's all about your sacral chakra. Solar is right about here, the solar plexus. It's just a bundle of nerves, and this is the like fighting spirit core. In martial arts, they teach you to focus here into this core. The heart core is here. I feel a lot in my throat chakra when I speak, and one of the first things, like, not cultivated, but one of the first things that appears after cultivation of Jing is confidence in the speaking. I don't have a script. I don't have nothing around me, just talking. And then their pineal gland is going to be affected by the Jing. And then your crown as well is going to be affected by the Jing. And of course your feet. Try to feel the heartbeat in your feet. Earthing is quite good. It's got, my bare feet. They're not, right on the ground now, but just being barefoot is helpful. Sunlight on the genitals. I don't know. I can't do that here. I'm in a park. But that's important. Think about how infrequently you get sunlight on your genitals. They can benefit from it as well. All right, I'm at 7% battery, so I'm gonna have to finish this up. It's not really affecting me at all right now. My stomach is kind of breaking it down. Into the components, let's look. They never put any nutrition facts or anything on spirits. The only thing they have is this small little box right here that says serving size 12 fluid ounces. There's 2 servings per container, so I guess I'm drinking 2 servings of spirits here. It says per serving 5% alcohol per volume. So 5% per serving. If I have 2 servings, that's 10% alcohol per volume. So that's 24 ounces. That contains 10% alcohol in that 24 ounces. So 10% of the liquid here is the spirit. The alcohol is the spirit. And sugar is a spirit as well. Alcohol is fermented sugar. Excuse me. The molecule for alcohol is CHO4. I know the shape. It's CHOOOH, I think. Chew. That's how I remember it from school. And sugar is C6H12O6. That's glucose. So when you take glucose and you ferment it, it's pretty much, you're just adding in oxygen. Because sugar doesn't have oxygen. It's carbon, hydrogen. Actually, it does. CHO. And I just said that. So maybe it is affecting me so far. The alcohol is a form of sugar. And fermentation is sort of the breaking down. In fact, alcohol is a bigger molecule than sugar, so when you say ferment, you think of decay, when actually it's building up into a new molecule called alcohol. Alcohol is highly volatile, which means the tendency of a substance to become a gas. So alcohol evaporates constantly. So that means the molecule is unstable. The alcohol can't exist as that alcohol molecule for an extended period of time before it breaks apart into gas or evaporates. This is what it means by volatile. Something else, the natural flavors. If you read a package of food, it will say natural flavors. And there's no difference between natural flavors and artificial flavors. The only difference is with natural flavors, they take that molecule shape, the recipe for that molecule, they take that away from something natural, such as a strawberry or something like that, like cane sugar. Like, they make all these artificial flavors very sweet tasting and attractive aroma, and that's because it's mimicking the natural sugar that's in fruits or stuff like that. So the natural flavors are the same as artificial flavors. They're just chemicals, volatile chemicals in fact, and they're derived from a natural source. And that's also another hidden meaning in the language, because the perfect cells or the perfect carriers for these flavors are human embryonic cells, or they use kidney cells often because that's kind of a insult to our Jing. I'm gonna start, I'm gonna put my socks on. And so HEK cells are in the food, many of the foods, and it stands for human embryonic kidney cells. So all the aborted babies, the reason for that is because the material, the aborted baby itself, the fetus itself, is priceless. Those cells that make up the fetus can become anything. That's why people eat babies and fetuses that are premature, and they eat the umbilical cords, and you can eat the placenta. And if you have a girlfriend and you eat her out while she's on her period, you are consuming these stem cells, these embryonic, undifferentiated cells that can become any cell. So what happens is these food companies take the embryonic cells, and they can add hormones and chemicals onto the cells to produce specific behaviors from the cell. So let's say, for example, the way it works in the body is you have a bundle of stem cells, and different hormones from the mother interact with these undifferentiated cells, and the hormones tell the cell, okay, become a heart cell, or okay, you become a muscle cell. And then they start to differentiate. Oops, reconnecting. I'm gonna make sure lost, so you guys can see what I'm gonna. Okay, let's plan the effects happening. My name is, I know it's what size is. I don't know if it's because it's outside in the sun or because I started drinking. Distorted mountains shifted slightly. Here's that rock that I was at before. I'm just walking through trail. I want to finish this because I don't drink. I'm walking on the street. Coordination seems to be nearly